Welcome to Dicejunkies, and this is Random Encounters, episode 18, Cheesy Endings. I'm here with
Q, Damien,
and I'm Xenodamus. Hope you enjoy. Alright, let's get started. Damien, you can roll?
Yeah.
We have a 14.
Oh,
we're back to, did we update this? Or we
we never did sci-fi.
Okay, if you were in a game, what would you be
Sci-fi
in a
edition.
sci-fi fantasy style game?
This is you two's rodeo. I'm just on the back seat.
Why are you on the back seat?
Because I'm black.
Oh.
Or because I'm not a big sci-fi guy. No, probably because I'm black.
I'm going with because you're black.
That's what I expect from you. You will die first. In my purge.
Until recently, I could not really have answered that question.
Uh-huh.
But I'm really digging this Mass Effect biotic thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably what I would be.
I did not expect that. I was sure you were going to go hacker.
I mean, I thought Jedi.
Yeah.
And then, just a couple other things like, I went blank. But, Jedi was my number one, but then, everybody wants to be a Jedi.
Yeah.
Biotic is really awesome. And the newer game really lets you explore that a lot more, and you can get more in depth with it. And that's what I do. Yeah.
So we got basically a biotic, kind of a space psychic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go with probably like a technomancer, just complete control of the inner workings of, plug myself in and go to work,
Really? So
I could definitely see you doing a technomancer build. I could freaking see it.
Of course, I see the future as being all about technology and wired in and all that.
That'd suck if you find out it's like
it would suck.
I'm a technomancer, man. We're still on dial-up.
Shit. This is what is it? Into the Borderland or what's the show? Sort of a
Into the Badlands.
Into the Badlands.
Oh,
Go into the Badlands.
Just called
and
the
you're like,
Badlands. But
yeah, and you're like, I'm a technoman. Oh fuck.
Hey, they haven't found that there might be a place out there. Just you got to stay there. You better not leave. I have one thing. I would not even worry about having a diverse set of powers. I want one special ability, but this is kind of because the only thing I find creepier than the deep blue ocean and being trapped in it is being trapped in a little box on a ship. Because I played a Jedi, and I almost died so many times because people attacked the ship, and I found out that my Jedi powers couldn't do a damn thing about that. Teleporter. Top tier, though. Top tier teleporter, because with your powers ain't going to save you if you get stuck out over here on this ship and somebody goes photon torpedoes. So I've always said, I'd want to be able to get the hell out of there. And I'm talking about top tier. Like, I can go to any planet I've ever seen before, just so I can get the fuck out if I get trapped in space.
Alright.
Because imagine it. Think of the big challenge. I'll make it quick, but xenomorphs. Oh, look, there's xenomorphs here. You know where there aren't xenomorphs? Oh, look, it's a Sith. Bye.
Yeah.
Run the fuck away. That's right. That's my power.
So we have a technomancer, we have a biotic, and a teleporter that really doesn't matter that it's in a sci-fi universe at all, because teleporter is something that is in every setting.
But you need it in this one the most.
Go ahead and roll.
Space is scary. I think I stole that from somebody. I don't know who quoted it first. Maybe Markiplier. 6.
6 is Paywalls.
We got to do a little bitching.
Well, I mean, there's multiple different types of paywalls. I know one of the big paywalls that I keep running across doing this show and doing, you go to news articles and they just blank everything out, and they want you to like either go through and click on a bunch of ads or pay a certain amount to be able to read the article. You know. And
I ran into that too recently.
yeah,
Very
and half the
recently.
time it isn't even their article; they like stole it from somebody else. Like half these articles are posted on 5-10 different news sites, all and it's the same article, which is what amuses me with the whole paywall of news. Is because it's like, you realize we are in the information time. You know, you probably got most of your information for this article by searching the web.
But sometimes, unfortunately, everybody gets on the same page and everybody slaps it behind a paywall. And what I found is when I go out there looking for something and everything wants a paywall, no, I'm not paying you until I get an idea of what I'm looking at.
I can always find information somewhere. I've never found where a paywall was the only option.
Well, I mean,
even if
always
I have
an
to do a little
alternative.
bit of work and pull information from here and here, or yeah, you can always script kiddie it and just get past paywall that way. But
I try to be legit.
Yeah.
Like for games, it's a big problem that sometimes game companies for tabletop will put out a product and they'll tell you nothing about the rules and the system, and they're like, "Yeah, this is $19." I'm like, "You need to." I mean, I'm going to your website. There's nothing. I'm going online. I'm like, I need to know what I'm buying.
yeah.
And to me, that's a paywall in a form because when you go, we're not telling you anything until you pay something. I'm like, that's because your product's crap. My immediate thought is you obviously know that if someone looks at your content, it's not going to be worth buying. So you're trying to make them pay before they see anything.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been, free information, free, I'm that old school anarchy, mentality, but no, yeah, man, I can't stand paywalls, and I mean, that's why, even when we get our site up, there's a lot of different things that we're talking about putting on there with character builds and stuff like that. I'm not going to put a paywall on any of that stuff,
like,
you know? I mean, if you want to pay something, if you want to donate because you
What
like the
Patreon's
content, that's awesome. But I can't see putting something behind a paywall. I mean, it's not my
Especially
style.
because, let's be honest, like we just said, it's not going to work. They can get you stuff.
Yeah.
Better to offer your stuff up and hope people think it's worth giving you a little money.
Yeah. Damien, you have anything on that there?
No, I don't like them. I go around them.
Wall.
Very to the point.
All right.
So cute. You asked for money.
Oh, too special.
Special little snowflake.
3, podcast versus video. So who in here other than me listens to actual podcasts?
When I'm in the car with you, I listen to podcasts.
I've listened to a few. It's not something that I actively go out and try to find and listen to. I prefer video over podcasts.
I prefer video when I'm sitting in my house. My usage of podcasts, I think podcast is a great medium for when I'm driving to work or something like that. I can throw it on my phone, Bluetooth it to my car, and just listen.
Yeah.
And with a podcast, I know they're not going to reference any visual effects on the that I'm missing out because I'm just listening.
Yeah.
But they don't get all of this and these. Look at this, what we have to offer here.
Well, no, and I mean, we've even discussed possibly eventually moving some of our shows to both podcast and video just to hit more markets.
To me, all the
you
podcast
wanna
is
just tap that market.
Yeah.
That's,
True.
and podcasts have a market. There are
Definitely.
people, I've heard about people, they refuse to watch shows on video. They want to watch something else, or they want to do something else and listen to the podcast.
it's an awesome podcast too. I wasn't into it, but you got me turned on to Tech Edition and Talking Who, even though I still don't know anything about discussing it. We know when I say something about Doctor Who, it's wrong. We just had that conversation. And I love it. I love being wrong about Doctor Who. That's his real name, by the way. It's actually Doctor. His last name.
Well, we have several friends that are doing podcasts. The guys from Tech Edition are friends of ours. And the guys over there discussing who are friends of ours. We have Reality Breach, which I've been on Reality Breach. I've been on discussing who.
You
actually
two-timing slut.
I was actually on Tech Petition like back in like 2009 or
Oh yeah, way back before. I think that was like before Dicejunkies.
Yeah, way before we had started Dicejunkies. So
I think they're both valid mediums, but I like having both as well.
Yeah.
Because I prefer videos when I'm at home, and I like to see who's talking because I believe a lot of communication comes from that.
well, yeah, no, I believe a lot in. Of course, if you guys watch. I move my hands a lot when I talk. I do have that flaw.
And then you wouldn't get to
where-
see Damien's hands.
Yeah, you have Damien's hands over here, which
So expressive.
speak all on their own, even when he isn't speaking. You can.
They look like big, strong hands. Old school dirty reference, man.
Yeah,
you got to
there
go
you
back for that one.
But yeah, no. So I think the medium, they both have their purpose and place.
I think Google's up, isn't it?
And yeah, Google's up. I guess you're done with me talking about podcasts and videos. All right.
You're rambling.
I am.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Google. Roll me a d20.
Rolling a die with 20 faces. The result is 4.
Beer and cheese.
Oh, now we get into man talk.
Yeah. All right. Talk about some beer and cheese. I'm going to get a beer.
Bring some cheese.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We actually do have that
Yeah,
cheese
we
that we need to try. So,
A new one? All right.
You want a beer?
sure.
All right.
Basically, we here at Dicejunkies and we told you we're men, and as a lot of times before we come on camera, we'll get really good smoked Gouda, different other types of older cheeses. Get a good lager. I think usually a lager. Y'all like lagers?
Yeah, I like lagers.
They like a nice dark lager and
Yes, sir.
beer, and just enjoy beer, cheese, and often different sausages, or summer sausage, or kielbasa, bratwurst, and just have a good chow down on some of that good food.
Well, I did say it's probably been a month and a half ago that we should do some testing. Some taste testing and stuff on camera one day.
True. Because different beers and such combo with different cheeses.
Yeah.
I don't even drink beer, but I have noticed that there are certain cheeses that I was like, let me get a lager. Like, oh, that actually goes together. So where are these from?
This is something that one of our friends picked up for us and just dropped off. It's your basic cheeses. You got your pepper jack and all that good stuff. All right.
Just give me the bag.
There you go.
Give me the bag.
But no, this subject was sort of a joke subject anyway. But
Man snacks.
Man
Meat,
snacks.
Cheese.
meat,
Beer.
cheese. So, if there's any good cheeses you guys know of that you think would be a good addition to our taste testing,
Let's see if we can
Let
beat
us
our current
know.
favorite. Because our current favorite is smoked Gouda. Really good smoked Gouda.
Smoked Gouda
And
is
nothing's
almost
trumped it yet.
unbeatable.
Yeah. Hey. They may have something out there for us. Don't doubt them.
Yeah, no. My brother actually gave me this aged Irish cheese of some kind. I forgot what it was, but it was freaking awesome. It was a smoked.
I like the way you saved me some of that, and I got to try it.
I was in Oklahoma.
Cheese doesn't go bad.
Oh, whatever. So I gotta get that again and try it. But yeah, hey guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. We're gonna munch on some cheese, drink some more beer. But we're gonna let you guys go because
Cheese and beer.
We're done
cheese and
with
beer.
you. Look, we're done with you. Here's cab fare. Go home.
By the way, thanks Google. All right, check the description down below for the links to all of our social networks. Facebook, Patreon, Google+, Twitter. Yeah, we're on all that stuff. Be sure to like, subscribe, and keep watching.
That was good.
Fucking cheese.